Excuse the mess. We're kind of rearranging the house and doing some different things, so there's a little bit of a mess everywhere. But man, when I was a kid, I used to love to build Legos. And I guess probably around 12, 13, something like that. I got older, got into different things, and kind of left Legos behind. But I forgot how much I loved them and how much fun they can be. And now my kids are getting old enough that they want to get into them and start building them. So we bought a bunch of different Lego sets, started building a bunch of different things with them. But personally, on my own, I picked up these Star Wars dioramas from the different movies because I love Star Wars. Started putting them together myself. They're a little bit more advanced sets. I mean, a kid can definitely do it, but I think they're more meant to be like display pieces, which is why I have them in these cases you'll see here soon. And man, it awoke something in me, man. I mean, it's kind of a calming thing to build them. Helps me with, I have like anxiety and stuff like that, and I sit down and build one of these things, and it helps with all that. And it also just brought back some great memories, and these things are awesome, man. So I just want to show you what I have so far. I'm missing two of them out of the dioramas they've made so far. There's the Dagobah scene with Luke and Yoda training from Empire Strikes Back, and the trash compactor from A New Hope. But I do have all the rest, and I put them together, and I just want to show you these. I think they're really cool. So, my dad was a huge Star Wars guy, got me into the original series, and so of course, most of these are from the original trilogy, and this is probably my favorite from that scene is the speeder bike chase. Return of the Jedi was always my favorite. I just think it's super cool chase. I love how the bikes are in the air and it brings the scene to life. I also love how most of these have like a saying from the movie. I find that really super cool. I have the trench run from the Death Star. That one was a lot of fun to build. Kind of aggravated me at some points too. And of course you have the force is strong with this one. The famous line that got big in that movie. And of course this was the first movie that I watched with my dad in the early 90s, introducing me to the series. Another one of my favorite scenes from Return of the Jedi was the Emperor's throne room fight on the Death Star. I'm a Jedi, like my father before me, which was great. And I love these little 40-year Star Wars symbols or 25 years of Star Wars, whatever it is that they add to some of these as well. It just makes them look really nice. This one was not actually one of the dioramas in that set, but I think it works pretty well with the dioramas, so I added it, and that's from A New Hope, the invasion of Leia's freighter with Darth Vader force choking this guy. I actually love the fact that it comes with this invisible brick, so you can actually make it look like Vader's force choking him. And then even though a lot of people had issues with the prequels, and especially Phantom Menace, this is probably my favorite one. The pod racing scene. Not only to me is it one of the coolest scenes in that whole movie, but growing up loving Star Wars and it being the thing that bonded me and my dad. Of course, the original movies had come out when he was a kid, and I had just kind of watched them and relived the enjoyment with him. But the prequel trilogy was the one that came out when I was a kid. The first time that I got to enjoy it myself as they came out with my dad. And it was so cool, man. When the toys would drop at midnight, he would take me, we'd buy all the toys, we would, he would call me in sick to school the next day so I could sit home and play with all the toys. We'd always make sure to go to the first showings. And I mean, the fan base and stuff was just so cool back then. I mean, I remember when Taco Bell and KFC and Pizza Hut all had like a joint thing going with the Phantom Menace where they were representing different worlds in the movie and selling different toys from it. Just a lot of really enjoyable memories. I really love these, and I honestly hope that they continue with them. If you are a fan of Star Wars or Lego or both, these are things that I would definitely recommend make a really nice addition to your collection, and of course kind of creates a sense of something special because you have to build them and put them together. The only thing that I think they could do different that would be really cool is, there's only one set that's from one of the other trilogies, and that's the pod racing scene from the prequel trilogy. I'd love to see more sets from the other trilogies. I mean, the last three movies, to be honest, I'm not that concerned about. Weren't my favorite. But, the battle on Mustafar with Obi-Wan and Anakin, maybe some scenes from the Clone Troopers, the Clone Wars, Um, there's just the battle with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. I mean, these would be amazing things to add. I love all the scenes that they're creating from the original trilogy, but even some of that is missing what could be some really cool ones. I mean, like the Battle of Hoth with the ATT walkers and all that. That would be an awesome one to see, and I think they could turn that into just one big mega, diorama, or sell like maybe four little ones, and you could put them together and create a big one. Even if they would sell some, maybe with the Legends series or the video games like the Old Republic, it would just be so cool to see things like that. And I know that like true fans like me and Lego fans would love it, but it's been years since I've touched some Legos, and I built all these probably within about 2 or 3 days. It really awoke some joy in me I haven't felt since I was a kid, and these things are fucking awesome, man. So I gotta give it to Lego, dude. Y'all kicked some fucking ass. Ooh, one other thing, and I gotta say, just because, and I'm sure other fans have requested it, but Lego, you created a Hogwarts castle for Harry Potter. What about a Jedi temple, man? I know that you did Darth Vader's Mustafar castle. Let's see a Jedi temple, man. That would be amazing. But these are great.